basically what we do is I'm going to say, welcome to Shark Farmer TV. I'm with, and then you guys say your names, and then I want you to say something like, tonight we're going to take a serious dive into the economics of agriculture. We're going to forego the comedy, and we're going to take a serious look at how farmers can make more money on their farm. Okay? All right, this will be great. Ready?
Yes, sir.
And when they're done, guys, I want you all to say, enjoy the show. Okay? Okay? This is not going to go well. All right. All right, ready?
Yep.
Ready.
Welcome to Shark Farmer TV. I'm with
Keith Poulsen.
Steve Crawford.
And what are we going to expect on the show tonight?
No bullshit.
Okay, everybody.
Unstoppable, unshakable, but it rolls off the tongue, unfakeable. It's unavoidable, he's so relatable. Read between the lines, start to loosen up your mind. A ground shaker, a rule breaker. Hold tight, he'll roll you through every acre. So get ready for the next shaker.
That barn and that silo got into a huge fight like 30 years ago. And they have hated each other ever since. What would make you fight for 30 years, you ask? A woman, of course. In this case, it was that sultry hoop building with her peekaboo see-through clear span panels and her low slope, one sliding open facade. She was the belle of the farm. Now, before the hoop building, or the hussy house, that's what the grain bins called her, not me. Before she was built, the barn and the silo, they were best buds. They were best friends. But jealousy cast a dark shadow over the farm. Eventually, it consumed their friendship, ultimately destroying them both. And it wasn't until the end that the two old friends realized how perilous their hatred had become. At Hoop House, she moved on, had a relationship with a brand new grain leg, but he had a wandering eye for the well house, of all things. It's a tragic story of love and inter-architectural relationships. I can't keep the chain on the saw for like more than one tree. Actually, we got ourselves one of those electric chainsaws. I know. Take your hippy-dippy electric chainsaw and go hang out at your hookah shop or whatever. Have you tried one? They're not bad. Okay, they're not as powerful as the gas one, but they've got a lot of pepper on the steak, you know what I mean? You can cut down full-size trees with these things. Plus, they start every time. So if you're sitting there making fun of me and my electric chainsaw, times are changing, boys. Times are changing. This reminds me when you go into like a dollar store and they're selling like the most generic plastic red and green tractor toys. Actually, this is pretty accurate of how kids would play with this. My gosh, I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what country this is in, but it's probably a place that they're still using fax machines. Here's a video of a farmer moving a hay ring. Hey, am I wrong? We've all been that guy with a camera, right? Running along, trying to tell who's ever in the tractor or combine or whatever that they need to stop because something's seriously wrong behind them. And you're just running, screaming like they can hear you. They never do. They never turn around, waving your arms. It's the most frustrating thing in the world.
This week's Machinery Clip of the Week is presented by John Deere.
Update on corn harvest. It's kind of wet out here.
substantial amount of water. Yeah. Don't go in there.
My man, you already have waders on. You might as well throw some decoys or decoys out. Hey, call it a day. Do a little hunting. I'm sure glad he had the equipment and ropes long enough to get out, because man, what a nightmare. Yikes. Can you imagine that call? Dad, bin 3 has a leak. At least the corn isn't worth as much now. And they have a skidster right there, so that's good. You see some of these old bins out in the country that have been around for 50 plus years. And they're still strong. They're still keeping the frost off the beans. Was it better steel back then? Maybe they just weren't as big as they are now. I say we go back to corn cribs. Said no one ever. We are back on the streets of Nashville talking to people all over the country. We're seeing what they know about agriculture and how showing the farm life connects everyone. Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, leave it on a prayer. That's it. We're here on the streets of Nashville. We're going to find out what people know about agriculture and how it connects all of us. All right, we're here with
Janet.
Sue's not friendly.
Jenny, J-Lo from Long Island's block.
Carolyn.
And are you guys from Long Island?
Yes.
Yeah? What are you doing down here in Nashville?
Girls weekend.
Girls-
baby. Girls weekend, no guys, no kids. We were rocking and rolling.
I mean, because we're going to get a bunch of emails. I mean, are you single?
Well, for the weekend, I
For the weekend.
For the weekend.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Right.
Wait a minute, we're in Nashville.
What happens in Nashville stays in Nashville.
Edit that out. All right, we're here with,
Therese Halbert.
And Pat.
and where are you guys from?
Ames, Iowa.
Ames, Iowa. There's a college there, or university.
That's right.
Are you guys fan?
We're Cyclones. Yes,
Yeah.
I work there at the
Yeah.
university.
That's their mascot's the Hawkeyes, right?
All right, this is over.
What do you do there?
I'm a veterinarian, professor at the vet college.
Okay.
I'm a pediatrician.
Oh, with the little fellas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, wow. You guys just, like nothing, pets or kids or anything would be fine around you two.
Darn right.
I'm going to ask you what farm equipment is. I know you're going to know it, but we're going to do it anyway. Yeah.
Bring it on. That's a John Deere combine,
It is a John Deere combine. The best combine in the world right there.
no doubt.
What do you think this is?
I say tractor.
Tractor?
I don't know.
That's a wheat thing.
A what?
A wheat thing.
A wheat
cutter.
A wheat cutter.
Yeah.
Okay. You are right. Yeah. We call it
Susan.
we call it a combine. So that's actually the harvest. So that's the last step. Yeah, very good.
Awesome.
Wow.
I was close. It's a wheat thing.
Yeah.
She was closer. How about this?
That's a waterer. Wow.
A what?
That's a hose.
A waterer?
A waterer.
A water cycle.
things.
It is not.
Take a shot at it.
Oh my, that's probably to cut hay. Bale hay, not bale, it will probably cut, yeah? I don't know.
Rake.
Rake hay.
Hay rake. Yeah, I mean it's hay. How about these?
Grain bins. We're filling ours right now.
Oh yeah? It's you farm too then?
Yep. Have some farms.
Just corn, soybeans?
Yep.
How's the crop this year?
Just the guy in the combine said the field they're doing today is doing 272 bushels.
Do you have many of these in Long Island?
No. Doesn't that hold milk?
Milk?
Right. Oil. I was gonna say oil.
Oil?
Yeah.
What do you think?
That's a silo, no?
A silo? Is she right? You are right. Yeah, it's a silo. Yeah,
I'm smart.
we call them grain bins. It's the same thing. So that's where the farmer will put his crop, right, to store. Yep.
Awesome. I'm learning so much here.
Look at this bad boy.
Oh.
Look at that.
That's hot.
That's
We can get a ride on that.
Okay. Sometimes I have jokes in my head. I'm like, yeah, I better not say it.
That's fine.
We're from New York.
Yeah.
I don't know what that
Any idea?
Is that a corn thing? I was going to say a corn cutter.
It is a corn cutter. It's called a silage cutter. So instead of the combine that picks it when it's dry, this will cut the corn when it's green and mashes it all up for like cow feed. Not.
Well, it's a chopper. I'm not sure what it's chopping. Could be corn, could be sorghum.
We just say silage chopper.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. I mean, even I don't know Milo. I know it chops a bunch of stuff, but for the show, we just say it's a corn chopper. Yep.
Like an old-time grain storage bin.
It's where you put the round hay bales in so the cows come up and eat hay.
Or grandkids.
That would work.
You put those little rascals in there.
That's where you
big?
keep the hay.
That's where you keep the hay.
Yeah.
But it's gonna fall out of the hole.
No, because then the animals come and they eat it out of the holes. I'm with you
Okay.
on
All
that.
right.
You guys are going to have
Fine.
a great week. Yes, because she's right. That's just a hay ring. Yeah. All right, here we go.
That's a water. Oh, no. That's
A water,
you're putting seeds down.
putting seeds.
Fertilizer.
A fertilizer.
Cedar or
So we got water, a seeder, and a fertilizer.
Oh, it's probably water. One of those.
Oh, those little maybe.
I don't know.
2 out of 3 are right. So, well, actually, maybe technically 3. So it's a corn seeder, a corn planter. So the tanks in the back, the 2 have seeds in the back, and then the front one has like liquid fertilizer. So
So it's a water.
Technically-
solar fertilizer.
technically, you're all right. Yeah.
Corn planter. Could be soybeans.
It could. Could be, yeah, it could be anything, but we assume it's a corn planter. Okay. So you teach people to be veterinarians, right?
Yeah, I oversee what we call veterinary diagnostic and production animal medicine. So anything to do with farm animals. So that's the teaching, that's the research, veterinary diagnostic lab, hospital.
I think you guys did incredible.
Thank you.
So what's the plan when you're down here in Nashville?
Well, we're actually leaving today, so we're a little sad.
Oh,
But we had
okay.
a great time.
What's
Awesome.
something you did was a lot of fun?
Dancing.
All the bars.
Yeah.
Which bar was the best?
Kid Rock.
Yes,
Kid
my
Rock.
favorite too.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Do you know who was?
Bon Jovi lovers. We
Right,
love him.
so
But
we
we
love
enjoyed that too, but Kid Rock, I would say, is probably number one.
Do you want to sing a little Bon Jovi?
Ready, girl?
Yeah.
No. You got this, Jenny. You got it.
Not by myself.
Oh, we're halfway there. Oh, leave it on a prayer.
Take my hand.
That's I want to thank you for what you're doing because I like to have healthy animals being grown on farms, and believe me, it's a lot less stress on the farmer when you aren't have to figure out what's killing your herd. So yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Tell them the story.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Coming up next.
My personality doesn't love to fail or mess up or whatever, but I think that's when you learn the most, and so you have to allow yourself the grace of failing in some areas because that's when we've stretched the most, it's when we learn the most.
All right, we're here in Provo, Utah. We're at the Utah Farm Bureau meeting, and we're talking with Kenny and Jam. Jam.
Jamila, but everyone calls me
Jamila.
Jam. Yep.
Okay, like the jelly.
It's put on bread, yeah.
Okay, is that a family name?
Yes, my dad is Middle Eastern, so.
Okay. McFarland. Yes. And you guys, you have a very unique farm, don't you?
I guess so.
So tell me the history of it.
The history of our farm in West Weber is in 1869. My 7th great-grandpa moved to West Weber, Utah.
Let me stop you right. Your 7th great-grandpa.
Well, I guess it would be
Oh,
my
you
fifth.
like great.
I'm the 7th generation, so that means my 5th great-grandpa. I think that's right.
So we're
somewhere
not
in
doing
there.
math here.
Yeah.
So he settled the farm?
Yeah, him and his family, and actually his son and his family, moved from Scotland to West Weber, Utah in 1869. And it was just sagebrush and sand and what's called the Weber River. and they diverted the water out of the Weber River and started farming.
Okay.
Yeah.
And did you come from a agriculture background?
Not at all, no.
Where'd you two meet?
In high school.
Really?
Yep.
So I moved from the city, from Salt Lake, at the capital of Utah, to up north, about 45 minutes, and we started dating in high school. And to date a farmer, you have to go and work on their farm if you want to hang out with them. So I'd pick corn, I'd ride in the tractor, anything to hang out with them.
And then my dreams and nightmares came true, and we decided to be farmers.
So, okay, with I would assume like it's haunted or something. Is it?
No, not at all.
Really? You don't hear like chanting?
It's one of the most peaceful places I've ever been.
Okay.
Yeah.
The actual monastery, the building, it doesn't stand any longer.
Yeah.
Oh.
As soon as the monks that were living when they sold the church to the private owner were relocated to receive proper health care, the new owner tried to get the county to approve it to get up to code, and the actual monastery building was built out of World War II barracks.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's like a really, from the outside, kind of a...
Like Quonset hut style buildings and a lot of stucco, and it just wasn't worth trying to save.
So they took that building down, the actual monastery, but the original cemetery is still on the grounds. The Mother Mary statue that was in the chapel, she looks over the cemetery now, and the area where the monastery stood, we call the heart of the monastery. So it's like preserved ground that is immaculately taken care of.
So tell me what it's like. I mean, you guys have spent time and money and hard work, and now you've built this place. Now you have the people coming in to it. Tell me what's that like to actually see someone come in and enjoy what you all have built.
Yeah, I think that's like the only appreciation like you feel as a farmer is someone like loving or looking forward to your corn and talking it up as much as you want to talk it up because of all it's taken to get that quality. They all have like a love for the monastery farm already, and so to see it become like an open door policy again. We started a farmers market this year, and it was really fun because we only have like local vendors. So it's all the people around the valley that have their own art or their own niche or their own craft.
Kenny, let me ask you this. You're a farmer, farm kid. You married someone from the city. What's it like to watch her? Because when she's sitting here talking about her farm, she's just lit up.
Yep.
What's that feel like?
It's amazing. When we were first married, I think that the farm was my life, and she had her life and her dreams and aspirations. And we kind of grew into this role. I don't think she ever really saw herself as part of the farm. And actually through the Farm Bureau, the Utah Farm Bureau, we got involved in that, and she became friends with other women and other people who were a part of the farm. They were partners on the farm. And she saw people in social media that were able to tell their story about what their farm was doing. And that kind of really has changed her perspective, and it's helped us as a couple to be able to enjoy the farm together instead of this is my life and then when I come home we have a separate life away from the farm. It's all ingrained together now, and she's really just taken off with it and done awesome.
What all are you raising on your farm?
So in West Weber, our main produce farm is more conducive to produce crops. So we've raised for quite a few years now sweet corn, pumpkins, squash, tomatoes, peppers,
Onions.
and now recently, 10 years ago, we started onions, and that's become probably one of our bigger crops.
What kind of onions? Like the big ones?
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure, always.
Okay.
I wish, but yellow onions, just like a regular grocery store onion.
Yeah.
Yellow, red, and white onions. We grow hay and grain now. The monastery farm was already partially organic certified, so we've kind of ran with that, and now we're doing organic certified wheat, organic certified alfalfa, grass hay, and the hay shipped all over, back east and stuff like that in small bales, and the organic wheat is used in a local mill that has that. So just winging it every year, trying to figure out what to do.
People ask us all the time, why are you running this farm? Because, I mean, we, as young farmers, feel buried. as farmers, right? Already with our family farm. And then we take on this other farm that doubles our acreage or whatever. And honestly, the reason we're running the farm is like the spirit that we feel at this farm. Like we're like kind of, I don't know, just like peacefully led to run this farm. And I know that might sound crazy, but like that's really what we're running on.
So what you guys are doing is a dream for a lot of people. I want to live on a farm. I want to have people come to my farm. I don't think they appreciate the work that's involved. What advice would you give people that want to do what you're doing?
There's a lot of different things I would say, but one of the main things I think farmers that are in a typical farming environment, corn, grain, any type of dairy, anything like that, you don't realize that your product's already sold. Once it hits the mill or once it hits the broker, there's a home for it. There's a place for it to go. When you're going to grow produce or a U-pick patch or something like that, no longer are you just a farmer, but you're a marketer. A lot of times you're in the logistics business. And so there's like all of these value-added businesses that you have to have, and you have to have either you have to have the energy to do those yourselves, or you have to find a team of people that's going to help you do that too, or an awesome wife that's going to take it and run with it too. So
my personality doesn't love to fail or mess up or whatever, but I think that's when you learn the most. And so you have to allow yourself the grace of failing in some areas, because that's when we've stretched the most, it's when we learn the most. So unfortunately, it's a hard way to learn, but
yeah. And two, it's hard work. Like when we go on dates, we're talking about the farm. We're talking about the farmer's market. We're talking about, like, we just can't ever get away with it, and you have to be okay with that. If you want it bad enough, you can do it. There's a lot of hours in the day, but you just gotta, tenacity, I guess, to just go after it. It's tough.
Well, Kenny and Jam, I want to thank you for what you guys do for agriculture. You guys are living a dream. People want to do what you're doing, and I know you guys put a ton of hard work into it, and it's fun to listen to you because I can tell the excitement and the passion you still have for it, not just as farmers, but as a couple. I don't know, it's fun for me to see. So thank you for what you're doing for agriculture, and thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you.
Thanks for spending some time with us here on Shark Farmer TV. For more stories about people in agriculture, catch my shows on Rural Radio Channel 147 Sirius XM. There's more in-depth discussions on my podcast, and of course, you can check out previous episodes of this show on my YouTube channel. Find out more at sharkfarmer.com. Love language?
Yeah, have you not heard of love languages? You've got to figure this out. What's your wife's? How does she show love to you? I mean, I don't really want to know, but there's like words of affirmation and different things.
She doesn't tick me off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe
I love that.
Maybe that's service or quality time. I don't know.